Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the August 2020 Shadowwork Tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. Just had to remember them. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. As I said, it's a general reading, so don't force it if you feel like the energies are not present. So in regards to the spread, I'll be using 2 cards from the Dark Mirror deck. We'll go over to the Moonology Oracle deck and get 1 card, get a few cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot, and then clarify with the Intuitive. So if you would like a personal reading with myself, you can find the information in the description box below on how to book with me. Okay, so let's go into your reading. So we'll start off with the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, okay, to see what shadow aspects are being revealed at this time, what energies are being surfaced from the shadow in order to be understood, realized, healed, and released. So what is it that Gemini is being revealed? What is being shown by the shadow aspect of Gemini for healing and transformation? Wow, okay. So Gemini, first card you got is Black Flower Fragrance. Okay. And the second card you got is Addicted. Ooh, let me see if I can get that. Excuse me. Let me see if I can make sure you can see that also. Okay. Addicted. So yeah, Gemini, you've been dealing with some very heavy energies, okay? Or this is coming to the surface at this time, particularly from the full moon in Aquarius that's coming up, and then over the course of the next week to 2 weeks, right? This energy will be coming up for you if this is relevant to you and your current circumstances. But I feel like you're coming to understand an understanding of where you've been putting so much attachment to something or someone that you know is detrimental to your growth, right? But with this combination here, I feel like you have a lot of love for someone in particular, but you know that the connection is karmic and that it's no good for you, that you can't progress if you stay stagnant and attached to this person and this situation, right? So there's something you need to release here. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to release the person, but you have to release a karmic cycle with this person because it's causing a lot of pain and it's turning, you know, some of the love that you have for this person and vice versa into, not, I wouldn't say hatred, but it's turning it into something more like actually obsession and, you know, this need for control, need to just attach and suffocate, you know. It's suffocating the connection and it's very toxic, right? The way it's being perceived at this time. This like feeling of, oh, if I let this go, then it's lost to me forever. I'll never get this person back. I'll never be in this situation again. And, you know, I need to keep them at all costs, you know. So that's where I feel like addiction is coming up for some people, because it's like you're addicted to this connection, you're addicted to this person, you're addicted even to the shadow aspects of this connection, the karmic cycle. You're like, I know this is bad for me. I know I need to release it and heal myself so that I can either bring resolution to the situation and move this relationship into a healthier state, or I need to free it entirely and focus on my own well-being so I'll be in a better position moving forward. But I can't let it go. I can't release it. I can't stop obsessing. I can't, you know, forget that this person once made me very happy, you know. Even if things have become very toxic, even if this person feels like I'm harboring a lot of darkness in me, and they're starting to see it as a result of how I'm feeling about this situation. You know, I just don't want to let it go, essentially. I feel like you're addicted to the connection, to the karmic cycle of this connection. And that might sound weird. People would be like, I can imagine you guys, Gemini, reading, like listening to this, being like, why would I be addicted to the toxicity of a situation? But trust me, when you get into locked into a behavioral and energetic pattern with someone, it can be very difficult to break out. So even though it brings you a lot of pain and upset, you feel trapped. You feel like there's no way you can end this karmic cycle with this person. And you're like, oh, I don't want to walk away from this person, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to break this karma that we have between us, even though it's causing both of us so much pain, right? That's what I'm getting from this. And again, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to, give up the connection entirely or the person. It just means that you really have to release, you both have to release yourself from this karmic cycle. There's a karmic situation that is still not being resolved, right? Even though you're aware of this. Okay, so let's see what the Moonology deck has to say. I think you'll find it very difficult as well to overcome certain fears or certain behavioral traits that you have that causes the cycle to continue, right? And as well as them. They have certain traits that they're finding difficult, because I feel like you both have things you need to heal and work on, but you don't know how to do it. Okay. So let's see what the Moonology deck has to say. Oh, I got 2 cards there. I'm going to take them both because I feel like I need to, but normally I'd be taking one in this instance. So you have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, nice. And then you have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Okay. New cycle begins, take time to breathe out. Excuse me. So with this combination, I feel like you may have some time apart in order to really reflect on what is happening between the two of you and what needs to take place in order to heal the situation. And that might be very difficult for you because you feel like you can't go days without seeing this person, or you can't go hours without seeing this person, right? But you're choosing to take some time out to yourself so that you can breathe, so you can see things clearly, so you can reflect, recuperate, and understand what's taking place here, so that you can bring an end to the karmic cycle and begin this new cycle that's coming in. So I feel like this connection is not done, okay? This situation is not done. There's a new romantic cycle beginning, and I feel like that's in regards to this particular connection. So even if you do decide, whatever reason, to part ways, I feel like that's only going to be temporarily. So you'll either have some separation, you'll either break up, or you'll either just, have some days to yourself just to clear your head. And then once you've cleared your energy field, once you've come to understand what's taking place and what needs to happen, once you both start doing the work, a new cycle begins, a healthier cycle begins. So that's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to pop that there like that, because I feel like this is the most prominent one with regards to what's taking place right now. But, a new cycle is on the horizon for you guys. So this is not beyond repair is what it's showing, but it does have to change. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say with regards to this. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking bad, I have to say. As much as those energies are heavy and there's a lot of pain, a lot of fear, a lot of concern, right? And feeling trapped, feeling like there's nowhere to turn, there's no way to change things. I feel like it's going to change, but it does take a certain amount of responsibility on both of your parts, and it does require action, right? Because you're aware of where these toxic interactions take place and why they take place, but now you have to actually do something about it. Okay, so oops, I'm missing one card, so let me just get that first. Okay. Interesting. All right. So let's go over to the tarot. First card you have is the Hierophant. So Taurus energy, right? Could be dealing with a Taurus. But regardless, Gemini, I feel like it's this case of there is this desire, I feel, in the connection for resolution, to clear out this negative energy and bring things into alignment, because you want to progress, you want to grow with this person, you want to heal the connection because you see it having the potential to go the distance, right? And the key to you accomplishing happy ever after with this person is understanding what triggers this cycle from, repeating over and over. Because I feel like this is not a new situation. If this applies to you, you've been in a relationship with this person for some time, I would say years, okay, or at least a year. And this is a cycle that keeps manifesting, keeps repeating, because no one's taking any action, right? No one's doing anything any differently. So the key to unlocking the chain, right? You see how there's a key there and he has a chain on his neck. The way to do that is to understand what causes this, right? What is at the heart of this energy? What triggers you into having this conflict? What triggers you into, repeating these karmic cycles with each other? With this fear, with this anger, with this jealousy, with this frustration, with this lack of understanding, whatever it is. I don't know your circumstances, but whatever it is, you need to get to the heart of what's triggering those things within both of you, okay? Because I feel like there's going to be different things that are triggering each of you, but it manifests the same way, that you end up having a big argument, that you don't see eye to eye, that you might, resort to try and bring each other down, So this is it. You have to confront those things individually and as a couple or as a unit, right? A partnership, whatever your situation is, because you might not be in a relationship, but whatever your connection is. Next card you have is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yes, things are really out of balance. Someone is really finding it hard to give to the situation because the other person is withdrawing. That's what I'm feeling from this. Someone was giving a lot to the situation, but they're now withdrawing. And the other person is struggling to give, even though they want to, because they see the other person withdrawing. Because, you both have things that you need to work through, right? And there may be some addictions involved here with that energy. Some of you, maybe either you or the person may have something that they keep doing that they know is detrimental and it's causing the other a lot of pain here, right? So it could be the way in which you project your fears onto this person that causes them a lot of pain. It could be the way in which you do things that is very harmful for you that causes that person a lot of pain, to see you doing these things to yourself. I don't know what that could be. That could be like alcohol abuse, drug abuse, self-harm. That could be, overeating or undereating. It could be just about anything. Smoking too much when you've already had some health risks, health scares. It could be absolutely anything pretty much, So that could also be a part of it. But I feel like, someone is hurting as a result of seeing how someone else is behaving or the things that they're doing to themselves, right? And that's what's making them withdraw, and that's making it harder for the other person to come forward towards this person. Okay, so the next card you have is the Nine of Swords in reverse here. So air energy, okay? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your energy. So yeah, someone's getting to the point where they are a wreck, okay? They just had so many nights of not sleeping well, of being so stressed, of fearful, and look how rough this card is. Look at the energy here. What does that make you think? Like, it's just being like having your insides all twisted up and feeling rotten inside, feeling, you know, broken, right? Feeling broken at this point, but wanting to come out of this space, wanting to come out of these feelings, right? Understanding that it's not logical to be trapped into these feelings of despair, depression, you know, not being able to sleep, not being able to function on a higher level, right? But knowing that the feeling is there because of the situation, and knowing that something needs to be done to overcome this energy, right? And the situation itself. So the next card you have is the Daughter of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So with the Page of Wands here, it's a case of that you have a message, or there is a message that will be delivered to you with regards to what can heal and help this situation. So I feel like either you will stumble across something, or this person will stumble across something, or you'll be given, or they'll be given some advice that can help heal the situation, that can help you both heal as well. So I feel like some information is coming in that's going to be helpful to you, right? Because you may have just not known what to do. You're like, the reason why this is not changing is because we literally don't know what to do now. So there may be some assistance coming in with that, okay? So you may even book an appointment with, say, like a relationship therapist or a marriage counselor or something like that, right? Okay. So let's have a look. So clarifying the Hierophant here, you have the Three of Pentacles. So earth energy, okay? So this is saying, again, right, that it requires both of you doing the work individually, being very objective and seeing things from a critical standpoint, you know, not criticizing and being rude about yourselves or each other, but I mean looking at each other, looking at yourselves objectively and having using your critical thinking to get to the heart of what is causing these behaviors, what's causing these arguments, what's causing these reactional responses, these thought processes, right? Getting to the heart of it. And then once you work on that individually, you can also work on the issues as a couple, as a partnership, right? As partners. So that's what needs to take place here. That's the key to resolving it. Doing the inner work individually, and then working on the connection, both putting in equal amounts of work into the connection. So clarifying the Six of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Four of Pentacles here. It's like, yeah, if you're withdrawing your energy, how do you expect this situation to be transformed, for things to flourish, for things to be healed, right? You have to plant the seed, and planting the seed requires action, right? So if you're withdrawing your energy, if you're withdrawing from the situation and just avoiding it, it's not going to change, right? You have to plant intentional seeds of intention and actually back that up with action, right? That's what you're being called to do at this time. Both parties are being called to do that, because right now you're both just withdrawing because you're both feeling it's too much. You're having a difficult time with seeing that nothing has changed, right? Clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse, you have the Four of Swords in reverse, so more air energy. Yeah, there's so much healing that needs to be done. This is far from being resolved, okay? Because the individual work needs to take place, and it can't be just on one side either. Both of you have to do your own respective healing, because it's going to be different for each of you. And I feel like if there's only emphasis on one person doing the work, if there's only emphasis on the pain that was caused from this, that's going to make it very hard to do that work. So it needs to be, you know, non-judgmental, no blaming, just understanding that each person has to do their individual work and play their part in healing the relationship, okay? And then clarifying the Daughter of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles here, so earth energy. So this is very, very, very positive, actually. So this is someone coming in and saying, listen, you cannot heal the situation when you are unhealed yourself. So you need to take some time out and focus on your own healing, getting yourself to the space where you realize that you are abundant, that you are capable, that you're independent, that you're not relying on the other person to heal you, right? That you can heal yourself, that you can, recalibrate whatever imbalances there are between your higher self and your shadow, and heal the ego as well, so that consciously you are taking positive steps towards manifesting positive changes in your life, changes that reflect the kind of life and relationships you wish to have moving forward. When you do that, then you'll be able to look at this as a unit, right? But this starts with the self. So someone's going to give you probably practical advice on how you can heal yourself as an individual, right? And then as an outcome here, you have the Five of Cups in reverse, so water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I feel like with this, it's a case of you will come to an understanding that if you're so obsessed over what can be lost, if you're so obsessed over, not wanting to lose this person or lose the connection, right? It gets very easy to lock yourself into this cycle. Whereas if you take the emphasis away from attachment and on healing, that will flip this whole situation around. That's when significant changes can take place. But while you're obsessed with the connection and the attachment and making sure this person doesn't go elsewhere and, all of that, it's just going to bring more pain into the situation. What you have to focus on is letting this person have the room and the space to breathe, right? To breathe and do the introspective work, okay? Once you do that, once you allow that to take place, right, you will shift out of this vibration, so with this person, and boom, you have an opportunity to start afresh, right? With a new energy, new perspective, coming from purely a love-centered space, rather than it being about attachment, it's about love. It's about an expression of love and allowing people to just be, allowing the energy to free flow and not forcing any expectations or demands on each other, but just simply expressing your love and allowing it to flow. Okay, so yeah, Gemini, I hope that helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And yeah, I know it's not easy coming to face to face with the darker aspects of ourselves, but the best thing you can do at this point is really take care of your own mental and emotional state, okay? And do the deep healing. Get to the heart of what's causing and triggering these behaviors, these thought processes, these ways of communicating and interacting. And then once you do that, you can heal the situation as a unit, okay? But for now, I'm sending you a lot of love, a lot of encouragement while you do that deep healing. And I will speak to you guys soon.